This is Angela and Cisco, her 4-year-old, just learning the barrels at the TLC clinic in Hudson. This is the morning video. I will let it go through regular and then do a slow play review of you. All right, that was a 22. I'm going to let it go through regular now and critique where you can make some improvements on her. I like how you come in and you set her up. She's young and you bring her in quiet with no pressure. That's really important. I'm going to put it in slow play now. And you ride quiet. You have a nice seat, nice quiet hands. She's a little mare, so I would suggest changing your position just a little bit. Right there you have a nice approach coming in. You're about probably 8 feet over here, which looks pretty good for her size. But the problem is you should have had your line about right there, aiming to about a 3 or 4 foot pocket. Instead, you're about 6, 7 feet out here. And she's so little, what that does for her is it wastes a lot of steps around the barrel, for one, and also it has a tendency to get her to let her butt get out from underneath her. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're taking about 3 strides of rate and then about 4 strides around the barrel. So if you would just correct your line a little bit better to come in when you're coming in here, instead of being out here, bring your horse in, whoops, excuse me, let's see, bring her in more like so, and then you would only need 2 strides around the barrel instead of this wider 4-stride thing that you did. So see right there, you're 1, 2, 3, 4 strides around the barrel, and that just costs a lot of time for you. So, and again, she's not swapping her lead, so I would like for you, as soon as you leave this barrel, to switch your hips and use your legs to ask her to swap her lead sooner instead of letting her do it at the barrel. What that does is sometimes dumps them in on their front end. So she swapped there, but as soon as she does, it's not a real smooth transition. You sit down nicely. She swaps her lead, but then you have 1, 2 strides here, 1, 2, 3 strides around the barrel. And again, that's because that was a little bit of a rough transition there. When she switches 1, 2, and starts to turn too soon, because she just drops it on her front end. So what I'd like to do is get her switching her lead sooner, and then instead of rating so hard right there, keep her a little straighter longer. If you'll notice, her hip is out and her shoulder's in. We want to keep your line a little straighter and keep her body more in line. So when you practice, it's very important at a walk, trot, and lope that you keep her hip in and her shoulder out instead of what's going on right now. You've got the shoulder in and the hip out. That costs you an extra step around the barrel. 1, 2, it's 3 strides instead of 2. 1, and then 2, and then 3. So, and then because she started the turn at her shoulder a little bit early, what that does here is that you blow out of the turn. I also would like to see you, let's get this going again. I would like to see you turn your body and use your outside leg more to help her turn. See, you're letting her step off here. Your outside leg should be tapping her from spot 2, the backside, and maybe 3 times here. Turn your body and lift your hand a little bit and start tapping her with your outside leg to bring her out straighter there. Instead, she goes really wide there, and then you have a big rainbow going on until you get back into position, and that costs you a lot of time as well. So we want to really watch that, and then have her get in and out of those barrels in 2 strides and only rate 2 strides, and keep your line straighter between the barrels. But the PM run, you did a lot better, and I thought you made some good improvements. So I would do work that has you doing like the D pattern and have her come in straight like you do on the D pattern and keep that pivot foot up underneath her. So good job.